What is the one thing that we all see about professional golfers on the European Tour and the PGA Tour? The late hit, holding that release for longer? Well, in today's Training Tuesday, we're going to talk about how you can hold that release for much longer. Guys, welcome to Alex Elliott Golf. If you are a brand new viewer, warm welcome to the channel. Before you go, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, that big red one down there. It'll be great to have you as part of this family. We had some really good comments so far this week, so please smash them down below. So, it's Training Tuesday, and I want to ask you a question. At the minute, how much practice are you doing compared to playing? And also, after lockdown, I want you to rate your game out of 10. I played the other day and I was probably a solid 5.5, 6 out of 10. Some good shots, some absolute toilet/terrible shots. So yeah, I'd love to know how your game is faring after lockdown. So in today's drill, you're going to need some golf balls, obviously, and an alignment stick. And as you notice here from the face-on perspective, I have just put this straight up and down into the ground. Now, during this drill, this is ultimately going to be our golf ball and our pressure drill, okay? I call this our pressure stick because this gives us a great feeling of what we're trying to achieve. That late hit, hold that release for longer, stop flipping the golf club, stop scooping the golf club, compress the golf ball. Yeah, it does absolutely everything. It is my ultimate #1 drill for impact. Right, so what we're looking for here is this move. So what is the difference between address and impact? So if I get into address this alignment stick here, I want to feel a few motions. Now I want to talk about this one first. The element of the lead wrist making a bowing motion into the golf ball. Now, a lot of people that I see make this scooping, cupping motion. I want you to create the opposite. And before we do it, I want you just to make a few swings doing this, getting the lower body to move into it, getting the lower body to work with it, because you'll notice as I do this, what has to happen? The hands are ahead, but I keep the golf club face square. Let's have a few feelings of this, just make a few swings. Wow, that feels different, doesn't it? I know it feels different to me. I'm used to feeling this motion or this motion, and if you're one of those guys, this is really going to help you. So back, make the bowing motion, back, make the bowing motion, and don't be scared to over-exaggerate it. So once you've made a few moves in that sense, it gives you a great feeling of what we're trying to achieve at the next stage. So address your alignment stick. I want you to make it in this motion now. Lower half and belt buckle start to work towards target. Look at the move that I'm making. And then I want you to add in the left shoulder gets a little bit higher, and now we start to bow. And I want you to feel that pressure into that alignment stick, because you can really get what we're after. So you imagine we're unloading that pressure down into the golf ball now. We're not scooping it off the surface, we're really unloading that pressure down onto the golf ball. Now what more would we want to do? So remind yourself, okay, that's the feeling, that's the feeling, that's the feeling. Walk into your alignment stick, lower left shoulder, pressure. Now the only way to get pressure, and real pressure, and try this guys, is to do what we're just saying. If I do it this way, trying to scoop it, well, I don't create much pressure at all. And if I try and roll it, well, the golf club face moves, and like we all know, if we're someone who flips the golf club through impact, we can miss it left and right. So this drill really helps that too. So one more time, we're going to feel lower, upper, pressure. And look at the pressure I can put in. And that's a really great feeling to get that late hit into impact. Nice. Right, okay, you've done that, Alex, and that's fine. And you might be thinking, well, I can do that with the alignment stick. How do I build that now into my actual shots? Building this into a nice routine to do on the driving range is really key to actually building it into our golf swing. So this is how I want you to work it. I want you to make a few swings, feeling that motion of that bowed lead wrist. Remember, that is to really help us keep the hands ahead, but keep the face square. And do this with the lower half. Just get a feeling for that. You notice it almost feels like I'm holding that release for as long as I can. Tommy Fleetwood style. By the way, if you love how Tommy Fleetwood swings it, let me know by just hitting that thumbs up button down there, because to be honest, it's probably one of my favourite swings. So once we've made a few motions of that, I want you to get into your alignment stick and your pressure stick. Lower half, left shoulder, pressure. Feel it. Right, okay. walk onto the golf ball, pressure it behind it, move it back, hit that shot. And you'll notice there, I'm holding that finish as if I was into that alignment stick and bringing it through. Very similar to the first motion, I'm holding that alignment stick. And if you want to add that into bring the right hand on, that is exactly what we're after. Did you hear that strike? That honestly felt so pure. Right, I'm just gonna have to do one more of them because that felt so good. Pressure it, bring the ball in. Whew, here we go. Ah. So it's almost like we're learning that little punch shot. Now, I would definitely encourage you building that into a fuller shot, but don't be scared just to have that as maybe a 3/4 punch shot to begin with, as a really good, useful tool and a shot out on the golf course. So what I'm saying here is that I want you to start off by learning this as a little punch shot, as a little shot in terms of that you can use in the wind, use as a knockdown shot with your wedges, with your 7-iron, with your irons, whatever it might be. Learn it in that respect, because if you're going to learn it and attach it to a certain shot, I really feel it's easier to bring in out on the golf course. It's not a technical thought as such, but who says you can't use those little things? And I know you can't put the alignment stick in the ground out on the golf course, but you can use the ground to create that pressure. You can definitely do the first element and then pull the trigger. Now, before you leave, I want to talk to you about formulating a training session. So remember, it's Training Tuesday. We're not just here to learn new moves, we're here to actually improve how we train. So if we've got 50 golf balls, I want you to work these 50 golf balls like so. We're talking about this drill today. I want you to use the first 25 golf balls doing 5 sets of 5 of that drill. So 3 shots feeling the pressure and holding the finish, 2 shots of that 5-ball set, actually hitting a shot out on the golf course. Going through full routine, putting yourself in that position where we're actually making a shot dictate the swing, and getting into that situation where we feel, and as close as we can, replicate the feelings we have out on the golf course. I know it's not easy, but it's something I want you to do. And the last 25, I want you to split them up like this. 15, I want you to just play some shots, have some fun, do the 9-shot drill, and that is low, medium, high, draw, fade, straight. And we're going to do that with each shot, so that'd be 9. And then for those other 5 in that 15, I want you just to pick any shot that you felt was the best. So start to training, potentially, a stock shot. Now, we've got 25, we've got 15, that means we've still got 10 more balls left of our training session. I want you to pick 2 holes out on your golf course and play them in your head. 25 plus 15, that'd be 40, leaves us 10 balls left to actually play 2 holes out on the golf course. And that would be absolutely my awesome tip-top training session. Take probably an hour, maybe a little bit longer, but you're gonna find something really good about your golf game, which you can take straight out on the golf course. That is this week's Training Tuesday. I really hope you enjoyed coming out with me this morning and doing this video, because I really feel it's going to improve your impact position, get that compression, and take your game from here all the way up to here. Guys, if you did enjoy the content, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, that big red one down there. And before you leave, remember, I asked you a question. Do you like Tommy Fleetwood's swing? And if you do, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know if you like that as a model swing for you to copy. So I want to bring one comment up here from Short Game Saturday and from James Richer. He said, do you suggest taping a badminton racket to an old wedge? Now, it might sound very strange if you've not watched the video, so do go and check that out. I'll leave the link at the end of the video or down in the description. So yes, James, I 100% recommend doing that. That'll give you a great understanding of what the club face is doing, the move that we're trying to achieve, and honestly, it will really make your short game feel so incredibly easy. That's all we have time for, guys. See you tomorrow on Wednesday Wisdom. It's going to be an unbelievable one.